safety coordinator for the district and the person that got our fire station CERT members together so they could take a good look at us. Please give them a warm welcome.
Well, first of all, I just want to thank everybody for their help, for the CERT adult volunteers that came. We appreciate your help very much. And for all of the actors, thank you for taking time out of your day to help us with this. And then all of the teen CERT responders. I mean, so cool that you're taking this class, that you're learning these skills that you can use for the rest of your life. Hopefully there won't be a huge disaster in your lifetime, but there very well may be. I mean, we have a very high risk of an earthquake, of a large earthquake, and so you now have some of those basic skills to help yourself, to help your family, or your classmates, or your neighbors. So that's really cool, and I'm proud of you for taking those steps to learn these skills. So, but the other thing just to remember is that this drill is a learning opportunity. We don't expect anybody to be perfect. This is the first time. It can be scary, it can be overwhelming, it can be exciting. First time that you've really put these skills, tried to put them together. So we're going to talk a little bit about what you guys experienced, but we're going to talk about it as a learning experience and really look at the things that we did well. Okay, and we're going to find a few things that we need to improve on, yeah, but we're really going to focus mainly on all the things that we did well as just what was it like for you? You know, how did it feel, and what was it like when you heard people screaming, and did you get really hot, and is there, you know, those kinds of things. So I want you to really kind of look at yourself and do some self-reflection, and when you share about your experience rather than sharing and saying, well, so-and-so did this wrong. Well, we always all do a lot of things maybe wrong, or we could have done them better. That's okay. We want to focus on the things that we did well mostly. Does that make sense? Is that fair? So actors, if you give some feedback, try to focus on the positives, okay? This is the first time they have done this. It's scary, it's hard work, it can be confusing, so have mercy. Sound good? Okay, so Cole, where'd Cole go? Cole? Right over there. Yeah, do you want to start and share what you thought and how was it for you? You're an instant commander, so cool.
Come on up front so she can get a good video of you, and stand up so we can all hear you
so
well.
cool. The incident commander role, that's a tough role. There's so many things going on. Thank you for stepping up and playing that role. What was it like for you?
And let me make one comment before you even get started. Our CERT tour, who was going to be incident commander and is a good leader, has been sick as a dog the last 3 days, and has been out, and we've been sort of wondering, and our director of operations, David Bray over there, has been sick also. So we have been a little confused as who was going to be the top man.
Yeah.
And I am very, very thankful that we had Cole in this time.
Let's give him a hand. What's the experience like for you?
Well, just got thrown on, so I kind of just took it and dealt with it.
Yeah.
There's nothing else like it, that's for sure. Everybody's coming asking a million questions, don't know what to do. They're sitting there like,
And you know, in a real disaster, it's probably going to be like that wherever we are. I mean, that really might happen where people are like, what do I do? What do I do? And then you're going to do your best to help give people guidance. In a big disaster, if you can give someone a job or give them something to do, that will help if they feel like they're helping the situation. That will help manage the situation as well as help their psychological recovery too. So, I mean, I would come at you, everybody was coming at you, and you made decisions, and you in some ways won it, but that's what we have to do. And you made really good decisions. I thought you did a great leadership role. Really good job.
thank you.
Yeah. So,
I got a question.
Okay.
What'd you do about personnel? How did you shift them around?
Well, first we came in with the fire squad, and the fire squad, there was no fires, so we just split them up, and half of them went to search and rescue, and half of them went medical.
Oh, okay. Good.
Great decision.
Yeah, great decision. Yeah, and I noticed that there was the roof to the tent was laying down there, and that was there before the medical treatment area was all set up. And I thought it was really cool how you guys just improvised and you made that a temporary staging area for medical. It seemed to really work. So, you know, it's nice to really figure out what's in my environment, how can I improvise and make something work, and it seemed like it really worked, so good call on that. Do you have any positives you'd like to share with some of the things that you saw that were good, even just some individual things or group things, or?
Well, I saw a lot of more teamwork than we normally see in class. Everybody was actually starting to work together.
Nice.
They do well.
Yeah, that's a cool. Okay. All right, thanks, Cole. I put you on the spot. Again, yeah, nice job. Nice job. Who else?
We ought to have medical treatment
Who's the
person.
medical treatment area?
And
Yeah, will you come and share with us what the experience was like for you?
Well, it was a little difficult at first and a little scattered, but I think with a bit more practice and all that, I think we do better. But I think we actually did very good for the first time. So
Good.
that's all I really have to say, that we
Yeah.
actually did pretty good. So
I think so too. Yeah, I think on both of those accounts you did really good, and it takes time to get everything set up and organized, doesn't it? And you guys you were diligent, you plodded along and you got it all done, and then you moved people over into their various places. And I noticed a lot of you CERTs would adjust from your other role to come in to the medical treatment area and help. And sometimes you were assigned. I know Cole assigned some of you and said, okay, you two go to green, you two go to red, you two go to yellow, and you guys just did it. And I mean, that's really good teamwork, and, you know, being flexible to go into different roles than you're not normally in, or that you maybe didn't want to be in. I thought you guys did really good with that. You did a good job managing all of that influx of people, as well, you know, the actual victims as well as the responders to help stuff. So what's your name?
Hannah.
Anna, you did a nice
Hannah.
job. Hannah, good. Yeah, thank you. Good.
Yeah.
All right. What was it like being in the gear for that long, actually rescuing people? What? Somebody want to share?
That's search and rescue leader.
Search and rescue leader. Who's that?
we've got, I don't know who else you picked. Malia is one.
I think over the other teams that don't get it.
Okay,
Lilia, did you have
so
something you want
I'm
to share?
up there.
What was it like being search and rescue?
It was a little difficult carrying people.
Carrying
Like,
people.
one of our blacks didn't have a blanket and he wasn't medical in the blanket, so we just improvised and picked them all up and picked her up and carried her in there.
Yeah, yeah. It's kind of scary, huh? Because you really don't want to drop somebody.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
got some close calls there, we just dropped her.
Yeah, yeah. So think about that if you do this drill again, or what you might be able to really improvise with in terms of a blanket or something that you could use for a stretcher. Does anybody have any ideas on that? Just carrying people again, you know, if someone's hurt already,
We
we
blanket
don't.
around her and we didn't use it.
But you didn't use it?
The tractor door, she was dead.
Because it was, yeah. Okay, all right,
We
good.
did pretty good.
Was it like being in the gear for that long? Was it hard?
It was really difficult with leather gloves to carry people, so I just took off the leather gloves and used my gloves.
Okay.
And it was difficult to carry.
To
Because
carry.
the backpacks and my helmet was falling forward.
Yeah.
And adjust it.
Yeah, so it takes a while to get used to being in that gear and get it fitting just right. And you know, a lot of the adult CERTs in the local CERTs around the county, they also talk about the gloves. And the leather gloves, if you think about, if you end up making a kit for your own self, like at home, you might want to try and get some gloves that fit your hands better than these, because these can be kind of large and bulky. And the better they fit your hands, the more dexterity you'll have to actually
And
do.
the gloves are kind of stiff, so you can't like bend your hands very well.
Oh,
It's hard to pick
interesting.
things up and make stuff.
Yeah,
So I just took them up.
Yeah.
A lot of people do that too.
yeah, good. Thank you. Thanks for sharing. And then also think about when you're wearing those two sets of gloves, that if you end up treating someone who has bodily fluids, whether it's blood or something else, you gotta take off those leather gloves first so you don't contaminate them, right? That's why you've got the medical gloves on underneath. So remembering to do that and to keep those gloves with you. What about the darkness in here? What was it like? How did you guys overcome the darkness when you were rescuing in here? Was it hard to see, to not trip over things? Do you have flashlights? What's that?
You did go right, stay right.
You did go right, stay right, so that's good. That's a good search method. Did that work well? Good.
We basically made the whole perimeter and put parachutes as we were in each section.
Awesome. Go right, stay right. I love those little phrases that help remember. That's good. That's good.
I have a really good student I would like to hear from. He hasn't been here for the last couple of days, but he's very thoughtful David, if you would like to get up and give your rendition of how this went, please.